Hey gang, my name is Huskey, and today on Through the Dream Gate we're going to be playing Elder Scrolls Online. So, there's kind of a thing here. I messed up because I was going to go through this game pretty much going through nothing but just the story beats, and basically going through all the DLC in chronological order, starting with the base game, going through the factions, and then going through the main story, and then going through the zone story, so pretty much just like what we're going to do in the Oblivion, or maybe even Skyrim, is that we're going to do 100% story. Not 100% completion, 100% story. This might include some dungeons and stuff like that, but basically I made a Dark Elf that I was going to be playing with our friend Donut and a friend of his called Will. And basically you're going to see interchanges between me playing as the Dark Elf and me playing as my Argonian solo. So I messed up on basically the intro. We talked over a lot of the dialogue and I skipped through a lot of it, not realizing that it was actually story. That's my bad. So I'm going to go back through the story beats with my Argonian, but they're both the same class, so technically the gameplay is going to look the same, but you will see me switch to the Dark Elf and hang out with the group, and then switch to the Argonian when it's story beats. So, if you guys can be okay with that, then we'll eventually get it all lined back up, and then we're going to stick with the Dark Elf as my main story character, and you'll see the Argonian when we all decide to do some PvP stories or something like that. So, thank you guys for tuning in. How's it going, gang? My name is Huskey, and I was thinking about playing some ESO today.
Thank the stars.
Because I have never played this game before, or know any of the story, so I'm gonna just go through the whole story. Later on, we'll be joined by some other friends of the channel, but right now we gotta get through the tutorial, so let's get through this quick.
There you are. On your feet. I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach. Just take a moment and get your bearings, alright?
So you mean teleportation like Mark and Recall? So that's good to know it's in this game. Where am I?
The Isle of Balfriera, home of Clan Barini. I apologize for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre. I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others. You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a deitric beast called Shyazzel. It seized control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shyazzel?
Seems like I have no choice, so sure.
Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me.
Nice. Actually looks pretty beautiful. So, I assume this is all Tutorial Island. Lockpick. That's kind of a really good first adventure find. Alright. What are we doing?
There you are. Free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Barini.
Just gonna call you
Pleased
Nori
to
after
make your
seaweed.
acquaintance. We're bound for a place called the Keywrights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. Fair?
Sure, but I have some questions.
Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming as I can.
What are you doing here?
Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Dorini's intelligence guild, the Cinderella. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived.
What were you studying?
The gallery's always been a place of special interest for the guild, but we never quite cracked how it worked. Despite the dangers, this is our greatest breakthrough to date. The guild master will be ecstatic, provided we get it under control.
Okay, so you said something about golems.
Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea? We Doreni are cautious by nature, so the Isle of Balfriera has many defenses. Magical stone guardians protect many of our sacred sites. but somehow this Daedra found a way to turn them against us.
Can you describe this Daedra?
Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester. A huge serpentine creature that feeds on souls and magicka.
Never heard of that.
If it finds a way to consume the energies of the gallery, we will be in very serious trouble.
Okay, so what is Keywrights Gallery?
The Keywrights Gallery is an ancient substructure of Balfriera Island, built long before my clan arrived.
You completely avoided the question. Why is it called the Keywrights Gallery?
On account of all the doors. The gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection to places in Tamriel and beyond. Once the gates came to life, rifts opened. You fell out of one of them. The Daedra, Shyazzel, emerged from another.
How did you escape?
I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra cursing, followed by some kind of explosion, but I didn't look back. I hope the gallery is still standing.
So, incantation of the steed. So, the steed is one of the zodiacs, and that I know of in any game that allowed you to pick the steed as your birth sign. It wasn't an incantation, it was just a trait that you picked up. So, I'm assuming that since we're talking about 1,000 years before Oblivion, that she's basically just saying, I cast a speed spell. But it wouldn't make sense to say I cast a spell of speed. So she said, incantation of the steed. So, that was just oddly worded. Alright, so I'm supposed to find a weapon. What we got? Sword and shield, great axe, daggers, bow, fire staff, healing staff. Well, I am a sorcerer, or a wizard. So I'm going to grab the Almiri Exile's Inferno Staff. Damage 1,000, what the f***?
Larger weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield. Yes, I think that one suits you. If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice.
Why is it so high? Did they... I remember, like, base damage being, like, 10 or 15 when the game first came out. Did they just not number crunch? Or am I just being given an overpowered weapon at the beginning and then I'm going to get Samus? Rawhide bracers. Take. I will definitely take some light armor. Cloth armor is probably what I'm going to have to wear, so... What elf? Ugh. But I don't want to have what elf armor. I want to have, Dunmer. Okay, so this loot is... I kind of like this. It's giving me some decent loot. 9 gold? I remember when everything was 1 gold. Okay. Alright, so what are we doing? Is this one of those golems?
This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner.
I don't like this.
Let's be quickly now. Strike the construct. Impressive.
I'm just poking at it with fireballs.
Well done.
Tap, tap, tap,
Brilliant.
tap.
Now do it again.
I have been.
Ready yourself. Quick, strike while it's off balance. Raw strength, that. Wonderful. Keep up the defense. Use your heaviest attack. Interrupt now, before it strikes. When your enemy prepares an attack, strike. Interrupting their attack will set them off balance. Good, now destroy it.
Oh, okay.
Well done. Come speak with me for a moment.
Obviously, I'm going to add into my Ajika, right? Claim? Or fortifying meal. Increases max HP. What are these numbers? 5,907, 6,328. Why can't you deal with low numbers? Good lord. Oh my god, 21,000 health. Why are you dealing with such high numbers, ESO? You don't need this. You could just keep it as factors of like 100 if you wanted to. There's no need for this. Resistance 870. In any other game, I'd basically be immune, and I'd be like, this is like end game stat numbers. Commit points, yeah. Skill point, yeah. Okay, altered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Dark magic, Daedric summoning, storm calling, Daedric staff. Visions. Or I can learn something. Okay, so Daedric staffs. Destruction staffs. I'm stupid. Force shot. Cast time, instant enemy target, range 28 meters. Focus all the elemental energies in your staff and blast the enemy for 1, 2, 3, 7 flame damage. 1, 2, 3, 7. So basically just do all elemental outright blast. So conjure dark crystals to bombard an enemy, dealing 4,270 magic damage for your next ult. These numbers have got to change, man. You gotta reduce it. You gotta way reduce it. These numbers are just too high.
With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out.
Okay, where are we heading?
To reach the Keywrights Gallery. We have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky, so I'm sorry in advance.
Okay. Alright, we'll head there next. What can we expect to encounter in the gallery? She just said golems.
Well, it begins with a door, the first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most.
Instead of her just elaborating, she's just gonna wait for me to say, why does it worry you? Look at that frown. Why does it worry you?
I believe Shyazzel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight.
Duh. Is this for babies? Is this for children?
I can't say anything.
It is
with
tutorial,
certainty,
but come on.
But ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination.
Don't treat me like I'm a
hurt,
idiot.
Right? Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long. Hopefully.
Okay, let's go. Let's just go. Okay, leveling up. Press C to access character. I've already done that, and then press K. Do that. Okay, so C. Whatever that is. Health rings. Cool. Increase my magicka so I'm able to do stuff like that. That was wild. Why are my boots green? We already leaving the area? Good lord.
One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it.
Okay. Some trap. I didn't get any XP for that, but that's good to know that that's a skill. Hey, look at that. I just got some jasmine. Let's go ahead and learn that. All items. Let's go ahead and use. Blah. And we can go ahead and destroy that. It's not going to be worth anything, and it's starting gear. Who cares? 1. Wow, that did all. Oh my god, that skill sucks. That did nothing. I don't know if gold is necessary, but I remember when this game first came out, gold was like absolutely scarce. In like the first like third of the game, you had to grind for that gold. Loot was useless as it only gave you one. Yep, that'll be good for alchemy. As it only gave you 1 fucking gold for everything. Oh, it's trivial. Oh, whoa, what? Oh. Okay, I get it now. Wait, wasn't I supposed to go through that other door? Evidently I am. Oh, wow. Okay, so I can get some armor here. Have any decent robes? Alright, so now I'm in full homespun cloth armor, which is what my character should be good with. I think all the slots are taken up. Yep. Okay, offhand, poison, what? Sure, yep. Alright, so that's actually kind of nice. We got this little hall here. Am I allowed to use these other weapons, or no? Maybe. This is medium, and this is obviously heavy armor over here. I don't like this.
Almost there. Let's hurry.
Hurry. Got it. Oh, was that the sprint hallway? Was that whole hallway completely rendered and slaved over for just someone to sprint?
Let's head out.
Just head out? Okay. My. Looks like we took more inspiration. That is the White Gold Tower, but nowhere near the White Gold Tower. Okay, whatever that noise was. I don't know. Again, I don't know ESO lore. I know the lore from the other games, and that's just what I'm going off of. So I'm not coming in to shit on this. I'm actually here to have a good time, and I'm expecting to have a good time. I'm just questioning things so that later on, when they get answered, people can understand my reactions to certain things and where I'm coming from. Especially because I've been playing the Elder Scrolls series for over 20 years at this point. And I've never seen anything like this. Obviously, we've never been this far in the past. So I think almost all the games, except for Skyrim, took place in the Third Era.
Careful.
So
Game wardens often set traps around here.
why would they? Oh, that's nice. I liked that. Rawhide. Okay, so I can turn into crafting. I'll have to ask Donut to give me some tips on crafting. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, it's just double click. Okay. Nice. I like this lightning staff.
Stay on your guard.
Nope. Not trying to talk to you. Okay, well, he's not even lootable. Okay, so I could loot all this, but I really don't think I need to. And I do like this minimalist UI for definitely an MMO. This definitely helps you get more immersed and deeper into the game. For those of you watching on the phone, and pretty sure that most of the icons down at the bottom of the screen and the writing is probably really small. But I am using a fairly large monitor, so that's probably why a lot of the writing, subtitles, and stuff like that is probably going to come out pretty, I guess, minimized for you guys. You can always set the resolution down lower, but again, trying to do stuff in 4K here. Kia! Cast! Nice. I'm definitely collecting a lot of water and mint, so I'm gonna have some.
The Keywrights Gallery is in here. Let's head inside.
I'm gonna have some minty fresh breath. I need. So now I understand the grind. What the fuck? This actually doesn't feel all that grindy, so that's kind of good, especially with Elder Scrolls. The game series itself, to me, has always felt a non-grindy RPG. So I'm glad that this at least, Nodbone, this at least doesn't feel grindy, even though it is an MMO, and MMOs are notorious for that exact type of gameplay. Is that another player? Yeah, it is. Why am I surprised? I'm not. I was just confused because I didn't see any floating name, which is default in a lot of stuff like this. So it's kind of nice to have a very clear UI and play the game so I can actually get, as I said before, immersed in the story. Oh, shit. Well, what the fuck? Thank you, asshole, for freaking me out. Oh, what is this?
This is upsetting. Jeffers' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this Skyshard. Without a functioning Skyshard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn!
Whatever a Skyshard is there a way to fix it?
Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement.
Where can we find a replacement?
I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems.
You've been here for days?
I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it.
Alright, let's go get it.
Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though.
Oh, cool. What are Skyshards?
Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use Skyshards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source.
Okay, I think I understand. I wonder if they have, like, a tie-in with Welkin stones from the, Oh my god.
It's an ultra sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful than the golems we've faced thus far.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we can't progress that way. Not yet. We gotta go back. Boop boop ba doo boop boo. Jerkin.
There it is! The Skyshard!
I don't like you. You don't like me. Oh wow, that does a lot more damage.
Roll to the side.
Storm, storm, storm.
Move. Now.
Nice. Alright, so that was easy. Grease, maple lightning staff. That's slightly more. See, I don't. Because these numbers are so f***ing heavy, between 1,000, I don't know if 30 points of lightning damage is even gonna make an effect. Because. What was my health? Like. 21,000? What is my health? Yeah, so my health is 21,000. And it deals 1,001 damage currently. 1,030 isn't gonna be noticeable. Right? Do I have that wrong? Like, why? You need to fix your numbers, game. It adds a resistance. So it increases physical spell resistance. So that's why I'm going to grab it. But, like, that negligible damage increase doesn't make sense to me. Because if it was the last staff dealt 1 damage and then this staff dealt 2 damage, that literally doubles my damage. But if it dealt 1 damage, or my last staff did 2 damage and this one dealt 3 damage, I would still grab it because that is now a whole, like, half extra damage. So I guess they don't want that much scaling between the damage, but I don't know, going up like that is just a little odd. And I mean, it's still the same spells and everything, so it's not like the gameplay is going to change that much. It's just a matter of how quickly I can suddenly spew out the damage, or how less I can click. for that spell, so.
What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard?
My bad.
Incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate.
We can? You're just okay with the fact that I just... Alright, you know what? Sure, let's go.
Alright, moment of truth. Focus on the Skyshard aperture. With any luck, it'll respond to the power you absorbed. Let's speak for a moment and unlock the gate.
Okay, it unlocked the gate.
I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now.
You have any advice?
Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit...
Blah, blah, blah. Let's go fuck it up. I just walked through the door. Like, there we go.
There it is! Send it back to oblivion!
Oh my god, that looks cool. The hell? No. Lighting!
Wither and die! Only I will remain.
I don't know about you, but I think you're getting your ass kicked, lady.
Wither
or Daedra. I don't think Daedra actually have gender. I don't think they need it.
Kill what cannot die.
It's kind of why they're all called princes, even though some of them choose to appear as female. Lightning!
Only I will remain.
Awesome.
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me.
Yeah, so it increases my maximum health by 888. Which, if my health is 21,888... What? That's not even one swing of this staff. My staff does 1,001 damage. That is a useless trinket for those numbers. ESO, fix your numbers. I like, that is irritating for me to see. I'm probably gonna be about the numbers the whole time, but I swear I'm gonna probably get used to it. I probably will, I don't know. Remember. Can I take this book? Damn. Songs of Perennial. Oh, that's nice. So for any of those who don't know, Perennial is the Divine Crusader. All the Marys. Got it.
By all the stars. Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look.
Okay. Why does it need to go black? I'm just going to the next room.
This is the Keywrights Gallery, but not as I remember it.
What are all these?
Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first?
What does that mean?
Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Keywrights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why. Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The second era needs a savior. I believe the gallery.
Wait, hold up. Pause.
Chose you.
Dragons ride the winds in Elsewhere. Do I have my lore wrong? Wasn't, like, the whole point of Skyrim that, like, dragons haven't been alive in the world for thousands of years, not 1,000 years? Do I have my lore wrong? I hope I have that wrong, because that doesn't make sense. I thought they were all gone. Tiber Septim knocked them all out, if I believe that correct? The Nord?
The Keywrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel, places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you.
Thank you, Forgotten Adventurers.
So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know.
Yeah.
This is quite a gift. It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of Tamriel stretched out before you. We could start with the political considerations. Three great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Does the fate of the Pact, Covenant, or Dominion interest you?
Yeah.
Excellent. You can visit Stros Mackay in Daggerfall Covenant territory, an island called Canathi's Ruse that the Aldmeri Dominion set its eyes on, or the Ebonheart Pact's domain.
Yeah, so where's the domain that I gotta go to? Because you literally said where the other two are, but you did not tell me where I need to go. Alright, so... yeah, no, there's a dragon over there, Elsewhere. That's just called Rad. That's nothing. Nothing. This.
It appears this one leads to Bleak Rock, a frigid Nord holding, north of Eastmarch. For this gate to choose such a remote location, something important must be taking place there. The gallery is beckoning you to face it. Ready to brave the cold?
Sure. Oh, start the Ebonheart Pact storyline. Okay, cool. Whoa.
We submit to your will and call forth the chains of cold.
They're performing a ritual, preparing the way for a dark anchor.
That's what I remember.
It's worse than we thought. The plane melt has begun.
The portals reach from our side to theirs. That means there is a traitor.
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know
Michael
the logic of a
Gambon?
dangerous prince?
Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his.
Imagine seeing your nemesis succeed.
Was that Michael Gambon?
Let the way be opened.
I am patient.
Let the will of Moloch Baal be denied.
This world will one day be mine.
Holy shit, I didn't know that this ever... That's a lot of the lore for them to just add. No one talk about. But okay. I think a lot of people would talk about an Oblivion Gate opening over the White Gold Tower. Okay, so there's been a big Wookiee, which I believe I have already explained in the intro here. Apparently, no matter what you do in ESO, if you own any kind of DLC, you will basically start at the DLC and their own version of Tutorial Island. When the Cold Harbor original intro, you have to go and seek out in order for you to start the main quest, quote-unquote, of the Molag Bal questline, which is the original story. Which I'm trying to do the stories in order, so you guys are all going to view this in order, but you're going to see me switch between my Dark Elf and my Argonian in order for the stories to kind of sync up a little bit, and to cover up the fact that you're supposed to arrive at Bleak Rock Isle passed out on the shore, and with my Dark Elf, I just went there through the Way Shrine because that's what the guide said. Apparently, you're supposed to go to your starting faction's big main city, which is a little weird to do that, and then you gotta go and talk to this hooded creature, and they'll give you the quest, and then they will tell you where to go for your benefactor. So I am now starting up, and basically this is going to be the start of the story. And like I said during the tutorial, we will meet up with Donut and a friend of his later on, and you will see us get through most of Balfriera Isle and Balfriera and stuff like that later. I don't know how much is going to be in one video. It depends on how Ed thinks things are going to go, but we're going to try to get through this coherently in order for you to understand the story, not fast, because I'm never going to be fast with an MMO. And I do want to explore the world and experience it, because I am a huge Elder Scrolls fan, but I never got into ESO because of how much it changed the lore. But now I'm starting to understand, having already played through Bleak Rock and Balfriera, how they changed it, and it's not that bad. It's not egregious. It's not what I thought that it's slander. It's okay. It's okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can make it to Cold Harbor to do the original intro. What the? Oh, sh**. Yeah, so this was the original intro to the game. Oh, what the? Oh, Soulstone. That'd have to be a black soul gem. Prison. Wow, this takes me back. It's been a decade since I've been here. Wow. I remember playing it on the Xbox One. Jesus.
Whoa there. Are you all right?
Yeah.
The name's Lyris.
Lyris? Oh, watch it.
I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter.
What? All chains and horrible shit. Skulls for the Skull Throne. I'm gonna take skulls because I've played enough Warhammer to know that skulls are important. Lyris? Follow her.
Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This
Gotcha.
place is full of surprises.
Defeat the prison guard. So is it just a prison break on here? Oh.
Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
Daedra? Damn. Wow.
Let's keep moving.
Now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Gotcha. You are a big woman. That or I am a small elf. I'm with you.
Let's get out of here, my friend. The Prophet.
Greetings, Wesley. Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment.
That sounded a lot like Michael Gambon again. I don't think it is. I haven't looked up.
He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
Oh,
break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
Gotcha. So where do we go?
These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels.
Sounds gross. What are these Sentinels?
Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet.
Okay.
I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to.
I got magic, man. I'm just gonna blast it with
I
magic.
doubt Molag Bal left the Sentinels unguarded.
There's so many questions, apparently.
I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
Who's this prophet?
He's a strange one, no doubt about it. But he's the wisest man I've ever met. He sees things. The past, the future.
What is this place?
You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore. Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead.
Well, I had a good run.
I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself.
Well, Oblivion is technically a catch-all term for the multiverse here. Nirn is one of the planes of existence, and we believe it to be Akatosh's, actually, we believe it to be Lorcan's thing of existence, but I think Akatosh and Lorcan are the same thing. I can't remember. I know that Aedra and Daedra are different, blah, 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 but Lorcan and Score and all those are all kind of like the same being, just different throughout time.
A man named Menamarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel.
And Menamarco
They sacrificed
is now...
you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven.
Okay, I have kind of a problem with Menamarco. Not with him. Reusing him a lot. He was the main villain in Daggerfall, and he was a villain in Oblivion as the Mages Guild thing, so I guess he didn't have that big thing, but now this makes 3 times that he has been a villain in history, so feels a little bit recycly. Feels it, but it's not actually that big of a deal. He's a necromancer, so... The idea is that they can't really die all that easily, so I get it. That's actually not that bad. I just hope, if they're going to do this here, I hope that Oblivion wasn't the end of Menamarco in the way that you defeat him in Oblivion of just kind of hitting him with a paddle sword while he pathetically defends himself.
It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of the Daedra. Unless, of course, you come with me.
Right. That's a pretty good deal.
No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here conventionally, if that makes any sense. But we're prisoners here, same as you.
So, how do we rescue this Prophet?
It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels.
We already know that. Okay. Let's move on.
We should keep moving.
The Bleeding Forge. Is that one of these constructs? Back here, the Forge Masters. Wham! And I know there's going to be a juxtaposition when you guys see me leave this area. You're going to see my skills diminish. Because again, I'm doing this way out of order.
Knows of your escape. Hurry!
Oh, hello.
The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will also be blinded for a time.
Okay. Making. Okay. Mara Curl. I was told to come up here. Oh, okay. Just nothing going on. Alright. Ginkgo Lemon.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
Right.
I'll keep watch.
So it's the Eye of Sauron. Alright. It's on.
Quickly! While he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.
I thought we had to destroy both. I am bad about doing this combo thing, man. There we go. So once I get some daggers, I'll use that as my thing.
Fool! You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's wagging tongue. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way. Damn it! Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us. Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
If you say so.
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
Okay.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
Yeah, you must be Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
Apparently doing okay. I'm trying to get to this guy in his cell, this prophet. Door's sealed. Can you help?
Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt, actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
Sounds normal. Alright, how do we get through?
Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step.
Carefully.
Hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well.
Where's the entrance?
Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best.
Thanks.
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
Sure. Tell me about yourself, Sir Cadwell.
Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-tosh, gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when my head was quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck, that, but you make the best of things.
How long have you been here?
Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the Soul Shriven. Of those who didn't go feral, that is. I know every tunnel and path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I suppose.
How do you know Lyris? No.
An imperial gentleman. Apparently
Thanks,
he was
game.
once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind. Lyris says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it by now. I hadn't actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. The truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But a good uprising now and again is a pleasant diversion, so where's the harm, eh?
Right. Alright. So,
Cadwell seems to think this Undercroft is a delightful place. Probably means it's a death trap. We better be careful.
Right.
The sooner you get that door open, the sooner we can get out of here.
You just... You're not a very useful person, are you? Alright. Oh, look. Alright. Let's go on this way. Gross. That looks like star metal right there. Oh, it's a frog. Stuff. I feel like I'm going backwards.
This place stinks of death and decay.
Ignore that fire. Lockpicks. Man, I'm actually getting some decent starting loot. Manganese. There we go. That might be the red guard stuff. Magnesium. Or manganese.
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
Wow.
Alright. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed.
What do you mean unharmed?
Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. I'm not going with you.
Why?
There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet.
Why couldn't we just kind of trick Cadwell into doing it? He said it was in Lovely Jaunt. We could have just offered him a ride here and then send him in it, because obviously he's not going anywhere and he likes it down here.
Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved.
Well, then I'm ready when you are.
Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Right. Do your thing, I guess. Activating. Waiting. Wait for the exchange. Okay.
Freedom! I remember this feeling. It will be fitting, though, if Molag Bal has his way. Thank the Divines you are safe. There is that, at least. Lyris sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain.
Can we find a way to take her with us?
I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined.
Are you a moth priest?
That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it.
Yeah, no problem. You're clearly blind. Alright.
Up the stairs, quickly! We must get to the anchor mooring!
Okay, I thought you were blind. You can clearly tell that there are stairs in this room. When I didn't until I looked over.
There it is! anchor mooring.
Whoa. That's cool as shit. Oh, what the?
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
Come, I will protect you.
I'm okay, dude.
A moment, Vestige.
What's up?
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a Skyshard. A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation.
So it's from
If you collect and
Aetherius.
absorb its power,
Cool.
it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb.
Thank you.
Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the Sky Shard.
Gotcha.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
Right. Whoa, we just fly? Holy sh**.
The Vestige awakens once again. Come here, we must speak. As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean, and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path.
How long was I unconscious?
Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land.
What should I do now?
I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal.
Will I see you again?
I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to
I
accomplish.
just asked if you can. And you said no, but yes. Okay.
Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow.
Where should I go?
Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard. You must find your own path, but perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand.
Right.
Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
Alright. So, just to explain further, that this is kind of where I messed up pretty big. Apparently this character is Aldmeri Dominion when he's supposed to be Evanhart Pact. So the whole Bleak Rock Isle was something I did because I thought I was Evanhart Pact. So when we get back around to doing the Aldmeri Dominion faction story, this is basically where it picks up, where that right after Cold Harbor you end up in this lighthouse. So we will pick that up way later. I'll probably even add this intro back in at that time, but that's way into the future videos. So thank you guys for hanging out at this point. Let's keep going.